How's everyone doing?
Great.
Fantastic. Let me get my water out of the way before I do what I saw on Roadhogs, where the guy dumps the water all over the Apple MacBook while he's checking out this lady in the coffee shop. That was a hilarious movie. Who's seen that movie? Wow. So, how many of you have referral systems in place? Okay. How many of you are achieving absolute, massive, unbelievable, mind-blowing success with those systems? Nobody. Okay. How many of you are wondering if playing the lottery twice a week is a winning system for financial success? Now, I have absolutely no idea what that has to do with what I'm going to talk about today. I just thought I'd bring that up. But what we are going to talk about today is three things. Number one is I'm going to share with you, let me make sure this is working here, okay? I'm going to share with you the absolute best referral system ever. I learned this, in fact I know it's the absolute best referral system ever because I went on to build 3 multi-million-dollar business with just this one system. Now, 1992, there was a guy named Clark Broom, okay, old mentor of mine. At one time was the number one realtor in all of Placer County for many, many years. And I would like to take credit for this system, but I learned it from him. The one thing I absolutely love about this system is I went on to share it and teach it to thousands of people around the world. And it's literally been used in all kinds of businesses, especially real estate, to generate as many referrals as you absolutely want. How many of you have your referral system right now is organic? Right? You're sitting back, please Lord, just give me a referral. Please just I'll put something under the pillow, right? You know, that's your referral system, right? So how many of you would like to have a referral system in place before you leave here today? Just a couple people. Great. All right. So we'll meet afterwards and I'll give that to you. So the next thing we're going to do is talk about how to leverage social media for referrals. How many of you use social media? Let me ask a better question. How many of you are used by social media? Everyone. That's a better question, right? So how many of you that there's two types of people, either the people that use social media or the people that get used by social media. And I can tell you how many people I've run across all over the country that are business owners, that are real estate people, and they're like, man, I'm just crushing it. I'm doing everything I can possibly do to grow my business. And I go, well, how many referrals, how many leads did you create this week? 2. Right? Yeah, you're really, really crushing it. So what I'm going to show you how to do is how to use social media to literally crush it. How many of you have heard of Gary Vaynerchuk? Okay, probably one of the best speakers out there right now. Definitely one of the top users of social media. Highly recommend you get his book called Crush It. And then the new one just came out yesterday. I was so excited. It's called Crushing It. Unbelievable book. You take the principles of that he teaches in that book and you apply it and you're going to see your business absolutely explode. Next, we're going to talk about accountability, which is really what I've discovered in training thousands and thousands of realtors across the country and lots of business owners. It doesn't really matter whether you're in real estate or not. Accountability is everything. How many of you have a mentor or a coach? Okay, that's not a very participant audience. So when you think about the coach and the mentor that you have, if you are sitting here telling me that you have a mentor or coach and you didn't sell 12 homes last year or you're not on track to sell 12 homes this year, here's a number one instruction I want to give you so when you leave here today. Fire your damn mentor. Okay? Because if they're not helping you get a result, then you need to find somebody who will get you a result. So I can't tell you how many coaches out there, they will lock you into a 12-month, 24-month contract, and then the results suck. So don't ever sign that. Get a mentor that knows what the hell they're doing. Sign up with them, and literally go for it. You're here. You're never going to get back this time, right? That you're here today. So I want you to take something from here, and I want you to act on it today. All right. Now, there's always 3 questions when I speak, and I was really excited when I came here, especially as people started showing up, because I know a ton of you. But there are people in here that have never heard me speak before, and there's basically 3 questions that go through people's mind when they've never heard me speak, and that is, who the hell is this dude? Why does he talk so fast? Number 2, why do I care to listen to him? And number three, what's in it for me? Are those fair questions? Right? Okay, so here's who I am. I was born at a very early age in a little small town called Dallas, Texas. What I did find is in April of 1987, I found myself at age 17, heavy into drugs, dropped out of high school, living homeless behind this home on 40th Avenue and East 14th Street in a nice, safe neighborhood in Oakland, California. yeah, not a very safe place, right? So, well, what's interesting, my mom was a waitress, my dad was a tow truck driver. Nobody in my family had ever graduated from high school. Nobody had ever succeeded. And in my mind, I had zero chance of any success. Now, woe is me, right? What does this have to do with you? How many of you have ever faced struggle? How many of you have ever had a deal fall apart? Right? How many of you have ever put your heart and soul into what you do just to have it all fall apart at the end? Right? And so if that's you, trust me, going from homeless to this right here, I know exactly what struggle is. This was my fourth company I built. The reason I share this with you is that this is September 24, 2010. How good was the economy during that time?
It's tough.
Those of you that are in real estate for a while understand it was a freaking nightmare. Yet, I was able to use the system I'm going to share with you today along with a couple of other people, and we literally crushed it in this town. We kicked every competitor's butt. And the Business Journal said, I did it 2 years in a row, made this list, while the economy was going to hell in a handbasket, we were growing 63.9%. And they want to know, why did you do it? And I told them why. It was the team that I had. It was the mentors that I had. But more importantly, I worked my ass off, to be quite honest. And I will tell you, in coaching and speaking to a lot of different real estate companies, probably half of you in here are not playing at the level that you really need to be playing at. And you know who you are. But here's the thing I want you to do. You can only beat your own ass so much. My advice to you would be draw a line, give yourself a clean slate today. You can't go back and change jack crap. But what you can do is give yourself a clean slate today, and I want you to do one thing, and one thing only. I want you to whip out a blank sheet of paper, do it sometime today. And I want you to sit down and ask yourself, I'm alive, got my hands, not dead. I got the rest of my life in front of me. What do I want? That's it. It's the only question I want you to ask yourself. What do I want? And I want you to come up with 5 things. And it's the first thing that comes to your mind is what you should probably write down. And then I want you to do that consistently for the next 30 days. And I promise you this, your activity is going to go through the roof because you're going to become extremely clear about what you actually want in this life. See, I find that people don't crush it. People don't work their tail off because they're not clear on where they want to go. And Sterling, there's a lot of mentors in this room. You have all the resources. You just got to get clear on where you want to go. So the reason I share this with you is I went from here to here, and the main reason I did that is because I had a mentor. I met this guy a little over 27 years ago, hired him in 1996 to work with me one-on-one, paid him money, which is important. How many of you got mentors you don't pay and you don't actually do what they tell you to do, right? Right? Because you don't have any skin in the game. So I actually paid this guy to beat me up and to hold me accountable. And as a result, how many of you understand other people's experience is a whole lot better than your own? Okay? And a lot less expensive. And so if you don't do one thing, get a mentor. Okay? So let's talk about, answer the 3 questions. That's who I am. Why should you listen to me? Because of the system I'm going to share with you and the stuff I've done. I've built 7 businesses, 3 of them from zero to well over $1 million. Now, if somebody's going to come that has done that type of success, do you think that you should probably listen to them? Yeah. I know, because I go and do the same thing. I go to seminars and I listen to people that are wildly successful because I want to know what they did so I don't have to make the freaking mistake and take too long to get success. And a lot of times we as human beings, especially us men, need to let our ego down and be open to being coached and being accountable. But more importantly, we need to ask ourselves, are we willing to be accountable? And if you are, and you find somebody who you have respect for, not necessarily influence over, and you do what they tell you to do, I promise you your game will be at a whole higher level. Okay? So let's talk about referral systems. And one of the best referral systems is person of influence. Now in the market, you might know this as center of influence. And so what this says is everybody in here has a network that they have influence with. But not everybody is a POI for you. A POI is somebody who has a high percentage of your target market inside their network. So let me ask you as a realtor, who would be, given what I just said, who would be a POI for you? Anybody? Who would be a person that has a high percentage of your target market, your target prospect, your target buyer or seller in their network?
Lender.
Lender.
Title rep.
Title rep.
Broker. CPA.
Divorce attorney.
Broker. CPA. Pest control.
Fifth room.
Gardener. Anything that a home buyer, if you're going after residential, what you're looking for is anything that a home buyer is going to buy over and over and over and over again. Landscape guy, right? The guy that does the lawn. The pool guy. The pest control guy. And all you need is 4. And I'm going to show you what to do with those 4. What you're going to do is you're going to make a list of 10 potential POIs for you. If you're a residential and you're focused specifically on residential real estate, put yourself in the shoes of your home buyer or your home seller. What are the services that they buy on a regular basis? They're buying it from someone, and all you need to do is find out who they're buying that from. Now, what's really cool is if you have ever sold a home, how many of you ever sold a home? Okay. You can go back to that person and ask them, hey, who do you use for your landscape? Who do you use for your gardening? Who's your pool guy? Who's your pest control company? And they're going to go, well, it's this person or that person. Great. Do you actually like them? Yeah. Would you actually refer them? Yeah. Would you mind giving me their information so I can contact them because I might want to refer them to some other people? And all you need is 4. 4 people that have your target market. I'm going to show you exactly what to do with that. So you want to narrow a list of 4. You want to meet with them. Now, for the sake of time, I'm not going to go through that entire process on how you do that. What I want you to do, Rachel, is everybody here, I'll send it out to Sterling, but if you send me a text message, and I'll give you the number here in a minute, I will see, I did a 5-part video series that literally breaks it down step by step. Boom, boom, boom. So I got to email it to you, we got to send it to them, but because right now if you go to my website you can buy it, but I'm going to give it to you for free. Okay? But I want you to follow that system step by step, and it'll tell you how to meet with them. Basically, you're going to go meet with them, and you're going to go, hey, Joe or Mary, Sally and Fred bought a home from me, and they use you as the pool guy. And I got to thinking, you know, they're a client of mine. You know, I sold them a home. Probably going to sell them another home. But you probably have other people just like them. Why don't I buy you a cup of coffee and let's chat? And they're going to say, what do you think they're going to say? Yeah. And so we're going to meet with them. Key tip, visit their social networks before you go meet with them. One of the key tips, if you are prospecting, if you want to meet with any prospect, anybody that you're looking to do business with, people, how many of us know that we like to hear about ourselves? Right? We like to be bragged on, right? We like to have somebody come up and say, hey man, I saw that you did that, I saw you went here, I saw you went there. You're like, you immediately feel good, right? But yet we starve a lot of our prospects from that. And we have the information for free. Visit their social network before you meet with them. Next, you want to bring a referral form. I'm going to show you what to do with all this. So here's how it works. And you can do this with Twitter. You can do this with LinkedIn. You can do this with Instagram. You can do this with any social platform. Pick your favorite. Mine happens to be LinkedIn. So this is a POI of mine I've been working with since 2007. I literally, with the referrals I've received from this guy, probably $2.5 million in sales that I've made. just from this one POI relationship. So you find somebody that's a POI for you. You go to their social network, you click on their contacts, make sure you're connected to them, obviously, right? You're going to search for what is your target? What are you looking for? And if you haven't done a perfect client exercise, you should do that. In fact, we should send that to them as well. It's step by step. Here's how do you identify who your perfect client is. How many of you had buyers and sellers that you're like, man, I can't wait till this freaking transaction closes. I don't even like this person. I can't even, how many of you, those were friends, right? You started out as friends, you were friends, and then all of a sudden you get into a transaction, you're no longer friends, right? So, I've seen it happen. So all you do is you go there, you type that in, and then guess what? This is the exact same thing of me saying, hey, can I borrow your cell phone? Well, why do you want it? Well, I want to download all your contacts. And you're going to say to me what? Screw you. I'm not doing that. But yet, I can connect with you on a social network and I get all your contacts for free. And then I just need to have a strategy on how to go after it. So when I go back to this, it's like Steve Harper is a residential, or actually a commercial broker. Great client of mine, mentored him for many years. Henry Chang came out of that. Brandon Hines came out of that. Phil came out of that. Strati came out of that. And so I meet with Jim every single third Friday of the month at 9 in the morning at Cyber Java Cafe on Madison Avenue and 80 to be exact. Because it's a system. And so I bring this referral form after visiting his LinkedIn. And I go, hey, how do you know this person? 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 He goes, I don't know them. I don't know them. I know them. I know them. I know them. Oh, you know what? Oh, you're looking for that kind of person? And he whips out his cell phone and he always gives me 3 or 4 other people that are not on the list. And I can show you list after list. Every single month, I walk out of there with 6 or 7 referrals. Now, that sounds like a lot of work, huh? You know what? It is. You are a business owner. Whether you realize it or not, as a real estate agent, mortgage broker, I don't care if you're a W-2 employee for somebody. Start looking at you as a business, you incorporated, and act like that, and your income's going to go through the roof. How are we doing on time?
Yeah, it's 7 minutes.
Perfect. Okay. Here's an example. This is somebody that came from this strategy. Okay? Steve Rock is a really good client of mine. Highly resistant to sales. I don't want to pressure people. How many of you have ever said that? I don't want to be pushy. Okay? I don't want to be, a nuisance. How many of you tell yourself stuff like that, right? That was him. He took this strategy, doubled his business, doubled it again. We're doubling it again this year. So if you want this, all the stuff I'm talking about, I'll give you the videos and all that stuff. I'll give it to you for free. Text that number right there, 916-741-0596. Your name and your email address. Am I going to put you in my email marketing list? You damn right I'm going to. Okay? But the cool thing about me is I only share out really good, valuable content. I don't do a lot of the spamming stuff. Okay? All right. Let's talk about, I want to check in on your accountability. Because in order to succeed in real estate, how many of you know that you got to generate leads?
Our number one job.
How many of you know that you never, ever will ever arrive, ever in your lifetime in business, I don't care if it's real estate or any other business, where you're not going to have to generate leads? Because some people have this misnomer that if I can just have enough leads, guess what? You're never going to have enough leads. It is going to be an ongoing thing for the rest of your business life. And so, how many of you found that system valuable that I shared just now? Okay?
I like it.
So, one of the things, let's see where you're at. Okay? So whenever I speak, I like to do an exercise called a what level exercise. Just to kind of check in with you on where you're at with your own personal accountability. So I'm going to say, what is it? Is it afternoon? No, it's still morning. I'm going to say good morning. And I want you to respond back, good morning. We're going to call that a level 6 on a scale of 1 to 10. 10 being full-blown energy and enthusiasm. 1 being you're eating bonbons sitting on the couch. Is everybody clear?
Yes.
Right? Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay. Next, let's play at a level 8. A little higher energy, a little bit more enthusiasm. And if you actually want to smile this time, you have my permission to do so. Okay? Are you ready? Are you ready? Good morning.
Good morning.
Awesome. You guys did great. You guys are the best group I've had all day. So, all right. Last level, level 10, full energy, full enthusiasm. I mean, when I think of a level 10, I'm thinking like you left everything on the court. You've gone crazy. I mean, you're definitely going to get noticed, right? And so everybody clear? Everybody ready? Is everybody ready? Yes. Is everybody ready? Yes! Good morning! Good morning! No! Give yourselves a round of applause. All right, so let me check in with you. First, we played at level 6. Then we played at a 10, right? First a 6 and then a 10. Be completely honest with yourself right now. Over the last 30 days, as you've been showing up in your business, what level have you been playing at? And I'll tell you, some of you in here are convicted, but some of you in here is like, come on, man, stop. I play at a high level all the time. Oh yeah? Check this out. You can make a crap ton of money and you can be as successful as you want, but let me ask you this. Over the last 30 days, you've been showing up in the relationships that are the most important to you. Your spouse or significant other or your children. What level have you been playing at? See? Because you can have all the money in the world and fail there and you know, not going to be a success. Or maybe your health, or maybe your fitness. What level have you been playing at? Be honest with yourself. See, Clark Broom taught me to do this every single freaking month. Set an appointment with myself and ask those tough questions. And if I can just add one thing and move myself forward each month, then I can achieve any dream and goal I've ever wanted to achieve. And he was right. And I'm here to tell you right now, some of you in here need to stop beating your butt. And draw a line and say, you know what? I haven't done or achieved the goals I wanted to achieve as a real estate person up to this point, but from this point forward, I'm going to do it. And who gets to decide that? You, right? So in order to play at a higher level, you got to get yourself to do two things. Number one, you've got to expand your comfort zones. Okay? Number two, you got to take some new action. And so one of the new actions that you can take today, and I'm just going to zip through it real quick. Take action on this. Don't take action on this. I'm totally fine. Okay? But I got tired of people not having a good enough resource to be able to be accountable, to get the help that they need as a business owner. So I created a mastermind group. Okay? Normally it's $99 a month, but for right now, it's the first 100 people are going to get on it for a lot less than that. Weekly call, every single. There'll be 3 types of business owners. They'll all get a hot seat. Okay, one's going to be a realtor. Other people are going to be other different things, other different types of business owners. But they're going to have a big challenge or problem, and I'm going to solve that challenge or problem, and I'm going to create a library of resources for you guys to be able to have access to. Number 2, private Facebook group with content, so you'll be able to bounce ideas off of everybody else. Number 3, exclusive members area website. Annual 2-day business owners boot camp, because I've spoken on stage with Robert Kiyosaki, Les Brown, Ziegler when he's live. I'm going to bring some serious, amazing speakers to this event. It's going to be in December. If you take action today, I'll give you a 1-hour one-on-one debrief of your DISC behaviors, your motivators, and your competencies, and help you create literally strategies that will blow your real estate business up. Guaranteed. You don't feel like it's worth it, give you your money back. No questions asked. Never had to get a refund, but got to offer it. Summary, you get all that. $17,000 in value. Okay? If you want to take advantage of it, it's $147. That's for 3 months. So you try it out for 3 months, and then it's $49 a lifetime. And it's my lifetime, by the way. So that's going to be about 25, 30 years. Okay? Content will change every week. And if you don't like it, I'll just give you money back. And you got nothing to lose and everything to gain. But I built enough businesses, and this is really geared towards, if you really want to blow your business up, you're not going to get this kind of value anywhere, guarantee it. So if you want to register, Rachel's got the form, okay? And whether you sign up today or not, you pay either way. Investment's $147, but if you don't sign up, guess what? You get to continue to get the results that you're getting. Not to say that I'm the end-all be-all, but you need to find somebody to work with if you're not getting the results you want. Okay? That's how you get a hold of me, johnpyron.com. There's a button on there called Book Appointment if you want to connect with me. Did you guys have fun?
Yes.
All right. Thank you, sir.